We have a deal. One of the top receivers has agreed to terms on a contract extension that will likely keep him and his quarterback very happy.
Travel west from Midtown Manhattan through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Tennessee Titans and the New York Giants. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, glad you were with us, and Daniel Carlson here to get things started. Should be a wet one, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Yard line. First carry for the man from Memphis, Tony Pollard. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 14 yards on the ground on the first play from scrimmage.
You know, Mike, I think it's easy to forget, and I think we need to give Tony Pollard just a little bit more credit and recognition. I mean, last year, over 1,000 yards rushing, the 4th straight season, and I think he gets overshadowed by some of the big backs around the league. And, you know, not the flashiest guy, but, man, he's a good one.
On first down, it's Ward. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 11. That's good for a Titan first down.
Nice grab here from Robinson, signed with Tennessee after spending the first 4 seasons of his career as a Giant. He's coming off his first 1,000-yard campaign, and he was signed to be one of the Titans' top targets.
He'll come up now again. Good news, it's 1st and 10. Pollard. Finding room to the 20. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down. We'll get that complete right side. It's Bellinger. He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They send Ridley in motion. Out of the gun, Ward. This one pulled in by the tight end, Bellinger. And he is out of bounds. That's a couple of yards short of the marker. And it'll bring up third down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? Here's a test on Singleton. And he will have a Titans first down by a couple of yards. They get 4 on that 3rd and 2.
So first things first, you want to make sure that you pick up a fresh set of downs. He does that. Of course, he would have loved to have gotten the touchdown, but got a feeling he's going to get another shot here, this time from the 1.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him
Like he was confident in his read, and that time he pulls it, nowhere really to go, and take him down for a loss.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. He pulls it in around the 5.
You know, it's funny, Mike. I think in conditions like this, when you play games in these elements, everyone assumes it puts a lot of pressure on the offense, and it's actually the contrary. The offense knows where they're going. They can collect their feet, they can collect their way, but it's the defense that is more of a reactive state, and those are the guys that have a hard time keeping their footing. You see them slipping and falling, so early offensive success doesn't really surprise me, and now they have the ability to play from a lead.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And will mark him down up beyond the 30. So after surrendering that long touchdown drive to start the game, good start here for the offense with a quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On 1st and 10, here is Dart. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Trying to connect with Cam Scattaboo coming out of the backfield. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails him out by not securing the catch.
Now it's Tracy looking to run, and they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Giants.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Out of shotgun, it's Dart. To the outside, complete to Johnson. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
To the air on 2nd down. Dart. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Out of the gun, 3rd down. That is over the middle and intercepted. picked off by the rookie from Texas. And the Titans will have great field position right around midfield.
First and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Singleton. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
First down, Tennessee.
And we're not going to have another snap here. First quarter will come to an end. Titans football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with first and 10. Going to get it to Tate on an RPO. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Mike, I think there's a lot of pressure going into this season on Carnell Tate. I mean, you think the Titans, an offense that have really struggled to find their way a season ago, rookie first overall quarterback. Now they're expecting a rookie to be their #1 receiver. But if there's one thing he's proven in his time in college, if there's a guy who can handle that pressure, I think it's him.
From the gun, here's Ward. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating a man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are under.
This one is caught by Robinson. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. They'll run for it, and it's Pollard. And he's going to pick up a Titans first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the fourth down conversion.
First down.
Shotgun snap for Wolf. Pass complete. He's got Calvin Ridley.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get it underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
Tracy now to return it. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Latest reports are that the rain clouds have pushed on. Hopefully, we are dry the rest of the way as they get set for first and 10. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So, from the 39, they come up on first and 10.
And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard
Out of the
line.
gun, here comes Dart. They look middle here and get it to Neighbors. And They're going to work this down inside the 45.
17 yards.
They hit another 17. Back-to-back plays of 17 yards. And another first down.
At the 44-yard line.
In some rhythm. Good drive rolling. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take possession. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Singleton. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Up the middle, here comes Pollard. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
48-yard line. A gain of 5.
2 minutes remaining here in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They send Ridley in motion. On 1st and 10, Ward finding his tight end Bellinger. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down for Tennessee.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Momentum building here on this drive. They go again, 1st and 10. To throw is Ward. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Ward to throw again. He runs with it, and he'll wind up getting halfway there. Not bad. A first down gain of 5 on the scramble. Center leads him up for 2nd and 5. Throwing is Ward. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. And the Giants will take over at their own 15.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, 2nd half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
Return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Darius Slayton was the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going for the year. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On third down, here is Dart. He's got his man complete to Johnson. Now he's loose down the right sideline. And he will dive into the end zone. 73 yards. Touchdown, Giants. Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants are on the board. It's now 14-7.
14. Giants 7. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. Jimmy DK now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Play fake, now Ward to throw. The pressure gets there. Down he goes. Back inside the 20-yard line. Brian Burns getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season. That'll bring up second and long. They send Ridley in motion. Here's Ward. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds. A yard shy of what they needed. They'll have to pick it up on third down.
So often sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from second and long to third and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on third, don't be surprised if they go for it on fourth.
On third down, here's a run by Singleton. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
So 3rd and 2, sometimes it's not about being fancy. You don't need your back to be a hero. Make sure, no matter what, pick up the yards needed, convert that first down. Now, if there's an opportunity to pop it, great. But don't try to go for the home run and bring up 4th down.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. They send Ridley in motion. On first down, it's Ward. That's over the middle to the tight end, Bellinger. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A pickup there of 28 yards.
First down, Titans.
Good start to this drive so far. Another 1st and 10. They run it straight ahead with Pollard. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
DJ Reader brought him down. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. They send Ridley in motion. Throwing, Ward. A short one there to Bellinger. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
They send Ridley in motion. Out of the gun, Ward. And is holding left side by Tate. And that is touchdown number 1 in the National Football League career of a guy, Greg, taken high in the draft, hoping for moments like that.
When you get drafted in the first round, Mike, let alone as a wide receiver, the expectation in the NFL today is that you need to come in and be an immediate impact player. Plays like this continue to build that relationship with the quarterback, and I think this guy's got a real bright future.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Tracy now to return it. We'll get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Dart gonna fake it to Scadaboo and look to throw. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. Terrific interior performer Jeffrey Simmons on the stop. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. We'll talk things over before 3rd down. Now the shotgun. It's Dart. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. On now, Pro Bowler with the Ravens a season ago. Now the punter for the Giants, Jordan Stout. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
Their own 33-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singleton. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. They send Ridley in motion. Looking to throw, it's Ward. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Ward now on third down. That caught Tony Pollard.
Ward's pass complete to Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Sly now for the point out. It's up and good. And the Titans will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Tracy now to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On first down, Dart. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. It's second down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Third and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more.
Third down. It's Dart. Open man is Mooney. He's got it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
4 yards. And the Giants first down.
To the air again goes Dart. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. That one targeted for Malik Neighbors. It'll be second down.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. Here's first and 10.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A run straight ahead. That's Scatterby. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
He's brought down.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Dart going to get this one to Neighbors. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
So it's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Oh, fine work there defensively, got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete. That one targeted for Malik Neighbors. It'll be second down.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. Out wide, that's Mooney. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Well, let's give the defense a little credit here. You talk about read and reacting quickly. They recognize the screen right out of the jump, and he's able to beat the blocker to the spot and keep him to no gain.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Scatterboo, and this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
He'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Brought down at his own 6-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. They send Ridley in motion. Shotgun snap for Wolf. That's caught left side by Bellinger. Big strides. Look at him go. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. New set of downs. It's 1st and 10. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Here's Ward now on 2nd down. Looking for the home run ball deep downfield. That is caught. What a throw. Jim DK. Touchdown, Tennessee. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Slides at the point, up and good. And the Titans are able to extend the lead.
Giants 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Tracy now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 36. The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboo. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4.
A gain of 4.
Dart going to throw here on 2nd down.
At the 41-yard
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by a Monty Hooker. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Titans.
Out comes Sly for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Titans will add one more onto their big lead.
Giants 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Tracy now to return it. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On first and 10, here is Dart. We'll get this into the hands of Neighbors. Second down, they need 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Not willing to take another risk of a pick 6, throwing that one away.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
He'll get this into the hands of Austin. First and 10.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Giants first down.
To the air once more is Dart. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes, that's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth with the receiver saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit.
Over the middle, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Winston. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. He's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
So this one, a win for the visiting